Welcome everybody to another episode of Uneducated MMA. I'm your host with the most, Wanderbird.
Let's go.
Back at it again with another great episode, and I'm here with the BMF champion of the world, Ari G.
Let's go.
We get a soundboard and be like,
We're back.
it's gonna be great. But we back. Glad to be back. Welcome back, everybody. I know this is another episode that everybody's been waiting for. I've been getting a lot of DMs. Not really, but it's just nice to feel wanted. Yeah. But yeah, we're here back at it. There's a lot of great news to kind of go over. I feel like we have a couple of topics to go over, but the main headline, the big one that you'll see posted right underneath the video, UFC 322. That's gonna be the big one.
One of the best cards that I've seen in a while.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I look at this lineup and I'm like, UFC 300, UFC 322. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a good year, man. I feel looking back at it, I know we're still not at the year-end episode, but looking back at it, we've had a lot of good episodes, and I feel like we've gone over a lot of great cards, but this one, I'm excited for this one, bro.
This one I've been looking forward to for sure. Freaking top to bottom. It's one of those.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, the prelims look like a good fight night. Like, that's how you know. That's how you know it's a good card, man. I think it's weird that, I know it's not the last card of the year, but I think it's weird that like this one is stacked. And you look at the one afterwards and you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I think anyone with like Islam is like let's run this up.
No, for sure. And then I like the idea of like 2 belts on the line in one night.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the lights.
Yeah, under the lights. New York.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. How do I want to order this episode? I feel like there's so many things that I kind of want to go over. I feel like we should do a little bit of a recap first.
Recap. We could
just because it's been a little bit. I feel like the last episode, what was it, the Halloween episode?
Yeah.
Came in here all spooky and whatnot.
Everything got spooky right here.
Yeah, let's see. We were talking about all kinds of stuff happened in that. I think we were going over fight nights, pay-per-views. Charles Oliveira won.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget Du Bronx. Shout out to Bronx. Let's see. All right, first and foremost. Waldo wins by KO.
Man.
Let's
what
talk about
a wild set of events that
should have
fight
had
was.
the Dominican flag just ready to pull out right here. Waldo won. Let's go over that just because I feel like we want to. Let's touch base on that for a second. Like, that was a weird one.
That was a weird one.
In the last couple of weeks, we've had the same kind of conversations going over fouls and nut shots and eye pokes and all this, that, and the third. And right now, we're coming at a point where people are just straight up like, let me get my range here. And then just straight up poking people.
Poke eyes.
Dude,
knuckles deep in the eyeballs.
They did a slowdown with Tom and Cyril Gane, and just seeing him just literally like just both of them. I was like, ugh. But
Can he see yet?
What happened?
Can he see yet?
I heard he was a little blind or blurry in one eye for a little bit, but he should be fine by now. I feel like I haven't heard anything too crazy.
Jesus Christ.
If he was still like having vision problems to this day, we got another Bisping. Like straight.
Yeah, we get another Bisping.
Yeah, but right now it looks like he's good. I just feel like he needs to kind of reevaluate some things with Tom. I feel like he needs to kind of like not listen to the haters as much. I know he's very quick to snap at people right now over the eye poke, but you got to take those things kind of seriously. He felt like he couldn't continue, so I got to respect him on that one. With Waldo though, that man was he got the eye poke, and I feel like with him he was a lot more like. The reaction was bigger. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like with him, he was a lot more like, yo, like, no, I'm in pain right now. Like, I can't see. And for whatever reason, he took that, and it was like, instead of Tom, who, listen, Waldo said it, he was like, oh, he chickened out, but I stood tall. I'm not going to say it's either which way. You don't know how people are feeling when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I'll do respect to both. But, like, Waldo took that, and he put that into anger. He was just like, man, run this again. Run this again. And, he went out, got the KO. You know what's crazy is that I feel like the last couple times that I've seen him fight, it's just been decision after decision.
I know. He hasn't shown, like, the dog that I want to see.
Yeah. I feel like we just see him throw like what looks like an overhand right, but is a fastball pitch every single time. We're like, bro, if you just angle it, maybe you'll knock him out. But going straight at it, it's not working. But he got that KO, and I was really excited for that one, man. That got me hyped.
Especially because I thought it was almost over with the eye poke.
Dude, I was wondering about that. I feel like when it comes to the eye pokes, now that when you have them so close together when it comes to like whether it be pay-per-views or fight nights, it doesn't matter. When you have them just situations of such a magnitude so close to one another. So in this situation, co-main? Was that the co-main or the main event?
I think it was co-main.
Co-main. So you have a co-main event, and then you have the main event of the pay-per-view the week before, both of which had a pretty significant eye poke where everyone's like, I feel like after the pay-per-view specifically, you're worried that they're going to be a little bit more strict on this one, and you don't know necessarily how the ref's going to go. I think that they should start taking points like a lot sooner. I don't know necessarily you need to start calling fights. I mean, obviously, if the fighter can't see, I totally understand. But like, I think most fighters are going to tell you, like, nah, I'm good, I can continue. But definitely take a point either which way.
Yeah, it seems like I'm afraid that like they're going to do something too crazy to stop this eye poking.
I don't think so.
No?
Nah.
Hopefully they don't change the gloves too much, or
I think the gloves thing they tried, because remember they swapped them and then they swapped them back.
Yeah.
That was like earlier this year, and then I think literally they went a month and a half. And they're like, all right, we haven't had a KO in like 3 weeks. We need to stop that.
Start wearing glasses, goggles, and a ring.
They're with the swim joints.
Yeah, just like fucking get punched in the face.
But they need something, man. Because my biggest thing is not. I don't think it's the equipment. I think it's the fighters. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've seen enough footage where fighters are like, no, look, like you put the glove on, your hand stays like this. They're purposefully doing like this.
Yeah, they're reaching out for sure.
And then with the at least the Cyril Gane situation, like with him, like you see him doing that. John Jones-esque, if you will.
John Jones would have poked the
Well, that's why
out of Tom Aspinall.
That's exactly how that fight would have went. Easiest 30 mil he ever would have got for an eye poke.
And the Cyril Gane was very impressive that fight leading up to the eye poke.
I thought it was good.
I thought he was gonna win that fight.
Really?
I thought he was gonna win that fight.
Okay.
I feel like Tom Aspinall kind of like got a little lucky there.
I think he definitely was surprised for some of the moves. I feel like the quickness, I'm gonna say, of Cyril Gane, because he was able to avoid him like pretty well. He was able to, all right, bet I'm gonna stay on the outside. I'm gonna dodge a couple punches, get in, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Back out, 1, 2. You know, and he was like very much like stick and move, making sure that because Tom, like he hits hard. So you got to watch out for that. So he's making sure that he kind of stayed out of the direct line of fire.
Right.
But I felt like it was competitive. Yeah. I'm not going to say he was winning that. I definitely don't subscribe to Tom found a way out and he chickened out. And
I don't think that at all. I don't think that's the case either.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. John Jones been on this way. I wish Justin was here so he can then.
Yeah, but he's freaking.
Where is Justin?
Justin right now is on a spaceship.
Oh, okay.
Headed to visit Galactus. Is that the nigga's name?
Yeah, I believe so. That's what it said on the Twitter the headline earlier.
I guess he's there to negotiate the planet for us.
I'm with that. I feel like I don't know if I necessarily trust Justin to be the guy to go and negotiate for us, but you know what? All faith to him.
I hope he does.
We'll see what he gets. Maybe Galactus becomes a sponsor of the pod. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that they're gonna do something with the eye pokes, at least in regards to the referees. I feel like it's gonna be more so they're gonna enforce them to be like, yo, just start taking points more often. Yeah, to be fair, if you're a fighter, let's say it's round 1, and you get a point taken away from you, it gives you more incentive to then be more active in rounds 2 and 3 if it's only a 3 round or whatever it might be all the way to 5. But in my opinion, it just makes it fair for the other fighter, but it also makes the fight a little bit more exciting in the sense of like, oh, maybe we're going to try more. I will say, you put the fighter that gets poked in a weird spot though, because then it's like, all right, the other guy got a point taken away from you, but like, how messed up is your eye really? Can you really see this side? Can you see when he's throwing over here?
Yeah.
Like, or are you just like, oh, I got to tough it out?
Is that point worth it?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But I feel like the UFC should be more on point with taking points away.
My thing is they give you warnings in the back. So if you get told, yo, bud, you can't do XYZ like 5 minutes before you walked out, and then literally a minute 30 into the round, you decide to do one of those things. It's like, I got to take the point. Like,
take the point right away.
Like I just told you, me, the referee,
literally
like 5 minutes ago. I don't know what to tell you.
Little low blows, take a point. Fuck it.
Yeah, I totally understand like an accidental, like if you do the replay, because now they're being heavy with the replays now. They're going quick on that one. They're making sure everybody. I think I want to say it was the Waldo one that they showed even the ref come outside to go check the replay to see to make sure everything was on the up and up.
Because some of these decisions, the refs be making some poor decisions sometimes.
You know,
you got to review this.
It's human error, but I definitely think that they should take, you know how they have like after the foul happens, they take those like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, you take your time, like whatever you need. I think that there should be like, you get an exact minute minimum. So you have to take a minute minimum, but that minute is for the ref to look at what just happened as well.
Gotcha,
So like they
yeah.
have a replay guy pull up with a little screen, or an iPad or something.
Yeah.
And we just show the ref real quick what just happened. The ref gets to review it while that's the minimum minute, and that way they can determine, do I take this point or was it an accidental? Because you have to admit, like, listen, they're in the heat of battle or something like that. They throw a low kick, it goes a little higher than expected, and they get hit in the, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, can't. I don't know if you necessarily take a point for that. Eye pokes, for me, that's a different
I think
road,
a low blow can definitely warning.
Warning. You watch your weapons or whatever it might be. But when it comes to the iPod, we were watching the fight night this past Saturday, and like I literally had to rewind to show you because I was like, did you not see that? Like, I'm talking face grabbing.
Oh yeah.
Face grabbing, like almost digging in the eye. I was like, what are we watching right now?
That women's fight.
It was bad.
I forget which one that was.
You got it. I'm gonna let you figure it out.
No, it's all good. It's not gonna pop up.
Like it's not that important. Maybe I got it right now. Hold on. It was. No, actually, I don't got it. I thought I had it right here.
But there was a lot of face grabbing and very close to eye poking.
Yeah. Oh, it was this one, the Jacqueline Cavalcanti and Mayra Bueno Silva fight. That one.
Yeah.
Very, very eye pokey. No, though, didn't actually get it, but very almost eye pokey. But yeah, I think they're going to just start taking points a lot more often. I don't think they're going to go back to that whole glove situation. I know that's something that always comes up, but I feel like at this point, they tried it. It didn't go over well. People started blaming the gloves for the lack of KOs and whatnot.
Start taping the fingertips.
That's what they should do. Well, Joe Rogan said, like, he's like, yo, you should put, like,
cotton
leather over the, and I'm like, that's too much, man.
Leather gloves like the bikers.
Yeah, it's tricky because like you got to be able to grapple, so you can't put like boxing gloves on.
Yeah.
You got to have some sort of middle ground. I don't know, man. They'll figure it out.
Choking someone out with freaking with some full boxing gloves.
You know how goofy that would look, bro.
Guillotine.
You're like trying to grab the arm, but you can't. You're just like. What else have we got? Let's see. So the Tom and Ciryl Gane, there was a no contest, so that we're gonna run back. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I think that in the rematch, I think it's gonna go just the way it was in the beginning. I think it's gonna pick right back up. I think it's gonna be like we're gonna just resume, and it's just gonna be them two going back at it. I do think that Ciryl Gane is quicker than Tom. It seems like on the feet. So I'm intrigued to see how Tom goes about it. Maybe he decides to go a little bit more wrestle heavy.
Yeah.
Who knows? But at least we're talking. They're just throwing mitts. Hey man. You know.
I did see John Jones talking about like him breaking down the fight and like him pointing out things that like made him feel like he had that, like he could have, you know, like after because Tom Aspinall never had too much footage on him.
There's like 5 minutes
Yeah,
total of his entire career because everyone gets slept.
And this fight was a good one to like, you know, this is the most recent form of himself.
I've been seeing a lot of John Jones like talking online, and for me personally, like, listen, all due respect, you turned down that $30 million.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use the word. But you avoided. You avoided a $30 million paycheck. Is the way I'm gonna word it. You know, all due respect. So I feel like he can't. I get what he means. I get the idea of like now there's a little bit more footage, but you know what's crazy? Even then, it's still not that much footage.
I know, right?
It's still not that much footage.
How many rounds did that go to before the eye poke?
I want to say it was like, let me see. I want to say it was like either a full round and a half. Let me see. Which would not even be a round.
I think it wasn't a second round.
It was like 3 minutes. That'd be crazy. Right. No, I feel like it didn't go that. No, yeah, it was actually round one.
Was it really?
4 minutes and 30 seconds in a round one, so that's why we thought it was round two, because it was like near the end. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but draw no contest on that one.
There's still no footage of him.
There's still barely anything. Actually, no, I said he had 5 minutes. Now he has another 4.5.
Yeah,
so almost 10. That's almost 10 full minutes.
Now you start reading more patterns of his.
You know what's crazy? You still don't have a full 3-round fight with footage.
Crazy.
That's nuts. Let's see. Also on that card, Mackenzie Dern became the strawweight champion.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Shout out Mackenzie Dern.
Shout out McKenzie.
It's crazy that that's all we really have to say about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that one was just like a, yo, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, we need somebody, we looked at the roster, we need somebody with a name that at least, you know, we're going to throw you in there.
Right.
I didn't remember her fighting for no number one contender spot. Hey.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. We'll save the rest for later. There's a couple topics I want to go over. We'll save that for later. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Pause. UFC 322. upcoming this Saturday. It's going to be November 15th. It's going to be at Madison Square Garden. I feel like that just already adds a whole bunch to it. Leading up to this card, there was a lot of talk that this was going to be the one that Jon Jones was going to return on, as we were just talking about. He avoided a $30 million paycheck, so that fight is not going to happen. No. Who knows? He might return it at the White House or something like that. Right now,
he's still trying. He's trying to get that apology in for Joe. I almost said Joe Rogan. Dana White. They're all the same.
Dana White is mad.
Yeah.
He's mad with that man. Yeah, rightfully so, bro. 30 million. Whatever. I'm not.
Money's money. Business is business. You know that's a big bag you gave with a Jon Jones.
My thing with him, I think that he played it. I'm upset as a fan because I wanted to watch it, but I totally understand he played it smart. Don't risk your legacy on somebody who right now is the hot thing. I totally get that mentality.
I get both sides.
Yeah, so that's why, for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm done arguing about it. I'm upset about the situation. I think everybody wants to see the fight, but at the same time, we're going to be really analytical with it. It makes sense. I
think it was too soon for him to make a decision. He seemed undecisive whether he was even going to keep on fighting.
Yeah. I thought he was going to retire. Yeah. I thght he was going to say, listen, guys, I know the hype is there. It's just not in me no more. I'm done. I got what I got, and I don't need it.
You mentioned White House. That's wait a second.
To be fair, that's the whole thing with him. I think going forward, I think it's just legacy. So now he already has it. We're talking Hall of Fame, we're talking accolades, the all of it. He has a lot.
Yeah.
Now it's what else can I add to it? There's no double champ kind of holding two belts anymore, it doesn't seem like. Other than that, fighting at the White House is crazy.
Yeah.
Your name is forever etched in history
this is the first. Yeah. Bro, this is the crazy. When you really think about it, we're looking at it as some regular. No, this is once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I don't think any other president's gonna have.
I don't think anybody else would be like, let's have let's UFC card.
Yeah, let's get the octagon.
In the backyard.
Yeah, in the backyard. It's crazy.
That's what it is. They're literally right there. No, next to the flowers. We're gonna move them to the left. Then I just think that this is a once in a lifetime thing. You're etched in history. Your name will go down forever. It doesn't matter if you're on the early prelims or you're the main event. By the way, whoever's that main event spot, you got to know that you're them. That's an honor in and of itself.
That's a crazy honor.
Oh man, I'm excited for that one. I hope everything plays out. Because what are we talking about? UFC card at the White House?
I think that's the craziest thing.
It doesn't sound real when you say it.
It does. It's what do we do? We could just make anything happen.
I'm gonna wear a suit. I'm gonna wear a suit for it. I feel like you got it. Yeah.
Sitting on the couch with the suit
Secret
on.
Service with the little earbud in.
The episode you preview it?
Yeah. The preview is gonna be suits
Secret
at the White
Service.
House. Man, sunglasses the whole time.
The Men in Black over here.
Bro, I feel like that's gonna be a monumental moment. I can't wait for it to happen. If it happens, we'll see. If things go as planned, it seems like so far they got the ball rolling. They already have some ideas of how they're gonna set up the cage, if they're gonna put a covering over it just in case it rains, things like that. I think they have the date for the most part figured out. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna feel weird if they're outside. They don't. That's not something
They don't.
I remember that boxing match that was outside Times Square or something where it was Ryan Garcia and. They all felt like it was this is a weird atmosphere.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's I feel like I remember WrestleMania. I forget which one, but I remember I was watching one and they were outside during the daytime and then they bring it inside. They should do something like that maybe. If the weather's good. But I feel like even then I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think of how many people are gonna be there. Because here's my thing: is it a stadium environment? Is it an arena environment? How many people are gonna be there? Is this gonna be they just built a mini Apex outside?
Right.
I feel like you have 40 people.
Yeah.
Max.
You just hear every punch,
Because you also got to think about it. This is gonna be. Not only is the president going to be there, but most likely they're going to have a couple more higher up government officials that are cool.
Bro, this is going to be on some gladiator shit. Yeah. He's just standing up there Julius Caesar.
That'd be crazy.
Just looking down at these fighters.
Bro, who are they going to... Man, I can't wait for that because I remember we went over this a couple of times where we were thinking about who's going to be on this card, who can be on that card. And I think it just kind of comes down to I think they're going to have 2 championship fights if possible. Minimum.
I think it's finally happening. The Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler,
bro.
I think it's finally gonna get thrown in the.
I mean, it makes the most sense. You get Conor,
one last Conor,
You get Michael Chandler, who's I guess the American
Yeah,
Is the-
American as hell, yeah.
He's just gonna come up with the flag, just see you at the top. He's gonna pull up. I think that makes the most sense as a main event. I wonder if that at that time what has more weight, because I don't know, man. I think the John Jones Tom fight supersedes that.
Yeah. If that happens, I say that's the main event.
Yeah.
But like Dana White,
Connor on the co-main sounds weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
he knows. Everybody knows he hasn't fought in a while.
Bro, but everybody still says the same thing, but it's Conor McGregor. I think it's in his contract that he's not allowed to be. Like, I feel like I don't
Really?
Yeah, like, I don't know, man.
What if he just stretches his contract for fucking 5 more years? Like, doesn't fight for forever, and like he's.
I still think they put him on the main, bro. I feel like they, off of name recognition, would give him the respect to put him on the main event, regardless of the caliber of fighter that he's fighting.
As much as like he really helped this company grow.
He did
a lot.
That's why I think that whenever he decides to come back, or not really decides, whenever they let him, or whatever the situation is, whenever he pulls up, let's say,
right,
whenever that might be, I think that whatever caliber of fighter they have available for him has to be someone of somewhat name value, whether it be like to the casual fan or whether it be just like to if you're an MMA fan, like we got Clay Guida in the back, or whatever it might be. Like, just somebody that's just like, okay, we know this guy. Like, I remember when he was gone for a little bit and he came back, they were like, all right, Cowboy Cerrone. At the time, that was not like skill for skill even, I'm going to say.
Right.
They were like, hey, he's got a chance. He's got a chance.
It just showed that he really still has it. Like, it all depends who the matchup is.
Yeah.
He can still fight some of the guys.
Yeah.
But as a fan of Conor, it was good to see him get that dub just to brush off the rust a little bit.
But then he goes up against Dustin Poirier, and that's when you have a problem.
One of the best fighters of all time.
So with him, it's the same thing of like your name value carries a lot of weight. So at the time, like you would think that he's like, all right, who else has the bigger name? Usually it's like a champ or somebody in the top 3, something like that. You ain't fighting those guys, God. I'm so sorry, Conor. I'm so sorry. You are not there no more.
Because it's clear you're not trained. I haven't seen it. I guess it's not for me to say, but it's kind of clear that he hasn't been training as consistent as a top 5 fighter, like
someone that's like currently in the mix looking for their title shot. There's no way that this guy's like at that level. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to be somebody that's in like the lower top 10, maybe even the lower top 15 at the time, and just somebody that has like a good name that you've seen before or something like that. But I think it makes sense that they'll throw him on the White House card. It seems like that's what people want. I've been seeing interviews with all kinds of people that like
who else
his name gets thrown out.
Who else would you want to see on
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis would be dope.
Derek Lewis needs to be on there for sure. For sure. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I feel like you always go to like who's an American fighter because I feel like they're gonna try to like stack it. Obviously, it's gonna be around the 4th of July. They want to make sure. I think there's a lot of like big names you're gonna have there that aren't American for sure. But I think that's gonna be like the B side, or they're gonna try to make it the B side.
You gotta throw Justin Gaethje. I think
Justin Gaethje's a good one.
I think you throw him in there. I don't know who he fights, but he's a good American fighter.
He is. I think you have Kevin Holland somewhere on like the prelims.
Because every time they do like a Canadian card, they do the Brazilian card, the Chinese, now that it's in the White House, I need to see a lot of American flags on that card. That's what I'm saying,
but at the same time, a lot of the dopest fighters we have are not from the US. I know, right? Currently, there's a lot of good ones, but a lot of them,
I know.
I don't know. There's a lot of prelim spots filled for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of U.S. fighters we got on the prelims locked down.
Yeah.
Maine? It might not be.
Who can I think of?
I know, right?
I'm trying to
be there for a little bit, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley's a good one.
He's a good one to throw there. Maybe against Sanhagen.
That's another one. There you go.
Yeah. That'd be a solid little fight.
I'm trying to think. You got Derek Lewis, Kevin Holland. Let's see. Curtis Blades would be a good one. Trying to think of like who's like big names that people would know.
Kevin Holland would be dope, like on a prelim
for sure. I'm trying to think. Man, yeah, everybody I'm thinking of is like, oh no, that's New Zealand.
The return of Poirier, Dustin Poirier,
Dustin Poirier. If he decides to
Justin Gaethje again,
Nate Diaz,
Nate Diaz.
Man. Trying to think, bro. Like that's difficult. Like I'm talking like U.S. Like, but again, we're talking about big name. Yeah. By the way, in the comments, if you guys have people that you're like screaming at the screen,
I need to see this fight.
Man, I'm trying to think right now. I even right now, I'm just like taking a quick look at like the top 5s of the division, and I'm just like, nope. Max Holloway.
Ooh,
Max Holloway would be good. That's a good one.
I think and that would be a perfect timing for him.
Bilal Muhammad, you could throw him on there.
Yeah, he's from Chicago, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Man. Joaquin Buckley.
Oh, yeah?
You can throw him on there. Trying to think, bro.
Oh,
Anthony Hernandez, Fluffy Hernandez.
yeah, that's a good one, too.
Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah, that's the one I was just thinking of.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we got some good ones.
This was solid, man.
Yeah,
Fights.
we there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then it's hard because you look at all the like most of the divisions. You look at the top two, and you're like, man, all these guys are somewhere else, bro.
Yeah, it's like you have to like save them too for the
That's the tricky
mid-year.
part. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that I know we were about to go over the card and we just completely went off the rails, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part. Is I'm intrigued to see what the model looks like going forward. Because remember, at the end of this year, we're celebrating no more ESPN Plus. But according to my sources, Paramount isn't necessarily the best replacement either. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it grace. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But with that, they're no longer doing pay-per-view. It's now premium live events, allegedly. I don't know if that's necessarily what I'm going to call them, but they don't have that model of like, let's get this so people want to buy it. They will have to get it where like people are going to want to watch it and subscribe, but like...
He did say that they were still going to have like a few pay-per-view scenarios.
So I think the White House one shouldn't be a pay-per-view. That's the one you put on CBS.
That's a good point. I was gonna say the opposite, but that makes more sense.
If you're talking about like Thanksgiving football, would you say the other day a Christmas basketball? Right?
Yeah.
Like let's give you something on a holiday that's you have multiple places you can watch this. 4th of July UFC fights.
4th of July. I know it's gonna be.
And then CBS, you could watch that at a bar.
Yeah, man.
So then it's available around. You can just go somewhere. You barbecuing and watching fights?
Such an American freaking day.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a great day for me.
Little spice I'm gonna throw into this. Make that shit at noon. Start the prelims at noon.
See, the only thing
we're day drinking and grilling all day.
So the only thing I wonder if they do that is just because like they're so used to any time it's in the U.S., whether it be like Vegas, Florida, whatever it might be, it still usually starts around the same time. They still kind of give you like prime time. It's still gonna be. By the way, 10 p.m. should not be prime time.
Crazy.
Because then your main event isn't starting until 1. Like I can't be, or 12:31ish. I can't be. It's a school night.
I know.
Not even. It's a Saturday. But you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I think it's a lot. I feel like sometimes us East Coast people were just like, hey, listen, can we just
come on? I know lately they've been giving us a good couple.
Bro, don't even bring up those because that was like the UK and there was another one that happened I think in like Azerbaijan or something like that. I don't even remember. Like it was deep. But
one was in the Apex though, right?
One was in the Apex. It started a little earlier for sure. Listen, give me a 2 p.m. start time.
Yeah, man.
2 p.m. is beautiful. Like you said, grilling and watching the fights in the like afternoon, that'd be beautiful. I think that's a wonderful summer day.
Seems like a
very American
Budweiser ass day.
I think
heavy, but heavy.
We need fireworks, Bud heavy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. A dirt bike.
Yeah, we
need a dirt bike at some point.
Someone's going off of ramps, dirt ramps in the background.
Sparklers in the spokes of the dirt bike. It's gonna be great, man, bro. Happy birthday, America. All right, UFC 322.
Hell yeah.
Lock in. We got to focus. Boom. Locked in. Right here. All right, UFC 322 happening this Saturday, November 15th, Madison Square Garden.
Super excited.
Let's start off with the big one. We got 2 title fights, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off number 1, the main event of the evening, JDM, Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev for the welterweight title. That's 170 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great one. This is Islam Makhachev moving up in weight. He's going up for that 170 belt. Like I said earlier with John Jones going for legacy, Islam's doing the exact same thing. In this situation, you have a guy who is basically in the shadow of Khabib, who is one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, according to most, I would say. You have debates depending on generation, but like for the most part, people recognize that game. With Islam, he's already done his job of defeating some of the biggest names you can in 155. He still does have a couple of people. I think you put him up here. Armin Sarukian, still waiting in the midst.
I know, right? He's like getting blackballed over here.
Hey, who told him to be
I know,
spinning on his neck for Nina or whatever he was doing? What's going on?
Lock in, bro.
Lock in. Figure it out. You're right there. You're right there.
He literally had it.
But you have somebody who's already accomplished great things. He's gotten to fight some of the biggest names that we've had in at least this generation of fighters. He's had situations where he's gotten challengers not only from his own weight class, but now guys moving up in weight to challenge him. But Volkanovski defeated him twice. So at this point, he's like, yo, I don't think I'm going to be here very long, not in the sense of like he's wear and tear, but in the sense of like, let's keep this short and sweet.
Yeah.
He decided, bet I'm moving up to 170. I'm going to go for that belt. There was a whole period where he was like, I'm not going to do it while Bilal is the champion. And I'm not going to lie to you. A part of me felt like that was him saying like, he got about 2 months. Like, let me just, like, I know it's coming, but not right now. And now he has JDM in front of him. And I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, what do you think of that matchup?
I think Islam is looking strong. Super strong. I think...
That boy look 180.
Bro,
that is not no 170. That boy,
bro, I think he did it the right way. I wouldn't be surprised if he's moving just as fast.
Yeah,
with that much more weight on him. I think he really. He's impressed me every fight I've ever seen him fight. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like the way he just like dominates and like his grappling is very smothering.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that comes out of that Khabib camp when it comes to the wrestling over there. They're very much like, yo, listen, this is the game plan. You follow your path to victory.
Yeah.
You are there to impose your will.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to do. So I'm intrigued to see how this one goes, man. I feel like you had JDM get the belt from Bilal, and Bilal was training with Khabib's camp, so you got to see like glimpses of like, yo, Bilal is good when it comes to the wrestling game. He's very good. He's able to do, I would say, a good amount of controlling, but there are some oppositions that have been able to finesse their way out of there. So, like, for example, with JDM, there was a lot of situations where, like, I feel like Bilal had, like, good entries, but then either way, JDM was able to figure his way out.
It seemed like that fight, Bilal was really trying to change the narrative a little bit and kind of, like, stand up a little bit more, show people that he can box like Canelo or something.
Canelo hands, you can see Canelo hands. Yeah, he's doing all right. He was doing all right, but definitely not Canelo hands.
Stick to the game plan, man. Like he could have got the.
Hey, well, actually, now that we're talking about it, if we're looking back, Canelo also recently lost.
Yeah.
So would you say now that Bilal had Canelo hands? Because now they both lost.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe Bilal spoke Canelo's loss into existence. Maybe Canelo has Bilal hands.
Yeah.
I'm on to something. Clip that, post that.
Imagine.
Bro, I think we got to see a little bit of a glimpse of it, though. Not in the sense of like there's similar, but in the sense of like JDM's ability to recognize when he's in danger and the ability to scramble. Let me get out of this situation. Let me get out of this pocket real quick.
Yeah.
And he's able to defend a decent amount, I would say, of the takedowns. And then also, if he gets himself into a dangerous situation on the ground, if for the most part, I feel like watching his fights, he's able to get himself out of there. And I think right now he's on, I think he only has one loss in his record. So he's doing pretty good.
You know what's crazy? And as good at, I don't know why. Maybe it's because the Hamza fight, I think it's going to go that way.
I think so?
I think it's going to be a dominant performance. I think we're like, because we kind of like forgot a little bit. He hasn't fought a little bit. He went up a weight class, but I think he's really going to remind everyone, like, I'm from Dagestan.
You were talking about this before we got on the camera, where you were just like, yo, I forgot like how funny Islam is. He's just such a humble dude that you just forget. But he's a scary guy.
Yeah.
That's somebody who like game plan is there, follows game plan to a T, the outcome will happen.
Yeah.
It's not like, there's a bump. No. It will happen.
He literally he has Khabib in his corner, man.
Yeah.
Like that's a cheat code in itself, I think.
I think JDM has a shot though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, listen, we'll go through this whole little thing right now, but I'm telling you, I think that the odds are somewhat close, but I feel like they could be a little closer. I think that people are kind of sleeping on the fact that there is still somewhat of a size and a reach difference between the two of them.
Yeah, you're right.
And at least if we're talking about on the feet, I do kind of lean towards JDM in terms of striking. I feel like, especially with the Bilal fight recently,
he definitely needs to.
He's a crisp.
Yeah.
He's a real crisp.
For sure. He definitely got hands. Islam definitely got to close the gap for sure.
Yeah.
Keep the fight close. I don't know. That's definitely going to be an exciting fight.
I think so. I think this is going to be a night of just one right after the other. Where like, man, I think we definitely got to give some room for like. There's going to be one disappointment. I hope it's not one of the main events, but like,
I'm hoping. What time are these fights? Because I'm hoping
standard.
Bro, I'm hoping this is not one of the ones that we're just freaking fighting for our lives at 1 a.m. We almost miss an Islam versus.
Well, if what you said is comes true and it is a Hamzat level fight, then we will be. If it's just like he's not able to end him, he's just able to hold him down. I think that's going to be kind of where we're like, all right.
What was the last one? What was the last one that was close? And we were just like. Oh yeah, it was Alex Pereira. Like I was so badly didn't want to miss it, but I was dying, bro.
It's difficult because like people don't understand. Like we pull up, it is like it's no joke. 6 p.m. on the dot when the early prelims kick off to the end. Like that is like, and we're just melted on a couch, just like
couple drinks, like, snacks, little bong rips.
1:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, bro, I can't. How are we still? There's still 2 more fights.
We got to work as a team to keep each other awake.
John, I was having this conversation the other day, right? And we were talking about moving and like what if we left like the U.S. and we moved to another country? And my first thought, out of anything that it could have been, was like, because in these UFC fights, I'm gonna have to wake up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
like I'm like, no, it's crazy. You shouldn't be thinking like that, but it's true, bro. I was listening to a podcast the other day. And I forgot who it was, but it was somebody who lived in like the West Coast, and they were talking about the fights, and it was like their start time, and I was like, bro. You get to go to bed at a reasonable time, at least. I'm over here fighting for my life. East Coast, like, listen, all due respect to, like, I know the European fans right now, they're screaming also as well. We have plenty of European fans, by the way. Yeah. Looking at the stats. Sweden, we up. It's just like, they have to be up, like I said, 3, 4 a.m. We're up until, like 1:30 in the morning is when the fights usually end.
That's right, man.
They're the West Coast. They're going to bed at like 11.
They're probably 12. Watching it the next day.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine that, bro. And then you got to think about like the fans of some of these fighters, like the dedication you have to get up like that. Like, no, I couldn't.
What was that fight that like people were staying up all night? Even the fighters, I felt bad for because they were up literally like 5 and 4 in the morning.
It was Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad. Yeah. Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad happened like 5 in the morning. It was like why? And then like where they were, it still made no sense. But I think the idea was it's because they wanted to make sure that the broadcast was shown at a reasonable time for like a certain demographic or something like that. But in terms of everybody else, we were like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? I give a shout out to the UK. Every time they're in the UK, that's when we get our afternoon cards. That's beautiful. Or when they're in Abu Dhabi, that's amazing. Although the rare times that it's like a breakfast UFC fight, those are weird. When it's like main event is 9 a.m., I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm like in bed like this. And
you're still fighting to sleep for another reason. You're just trying to wipe the cold out of your eye. Like, these ones are going to start at a regular time, so these ones should be good. And I feel like for the most part, like at least the way that they stacked them, I think that it's going to be entertaining enough that by the time we get to the main event, we're locked in. We're up, we're ready. It's going to be good. Like I said, I just feel like this one's going to be a lot more competitive than people think. What did I look up the odds right now? JDM's a plus 215, Islam's a minus 265. So
you putting a bet in?
Oh, man. If I do, I'm not going to lie, if I do, and this is, I guess, us giving our official predictions or whatever, but if I do, I think I'm still going to go with Islam on the money line. I feel like that, to me, I don't know if it necessarily is going to be a finish, but I definitely think that Islam is going to be the one that's going to be with his hand raised at the end of this night. Little spoiler alert for, I guess, the rest of the episode. I'm going to think this is going to be a night of Anu. This is going to be a big night of Anu.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like with the level of competition we have right now, where like we're not looking at these are people with star power that just want to move over. No. This is a situation where like these are pound for pound some of the best fighters that you have that are moving up to come after you. That's a different level, bro. Like, like this is the same situation I had with Ilya moving up from 145 to 155, where I was like, bro, that is a different caliber of human. He's just going because he's hunting. Like, that's not he's forced to move over because he got a little too big.
Man. That's just impressive.
It's a different level, bro. So when it comes to this situation where I'm like, as much as I want to give JDM the respect, and I do think that he is going to give Islam a decent amount of opposition, we're looking at a situation where, like you said, bro, this might be some Hamza situation where, like, Islam just goes in there and is like, brother, I'm going to take it down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I know what you lack at, and I'm about to take advantage.
But I'll tell you this, when we're talking about, like, coaches, like, you have Khabib in that corner, but then you also have a guy like Craig Jones and JDMs, where Craig Jones is about all that jiu-jitsu, and he's phenomenal. And he's been able to at least teach like a good amount of people how to combat the Dagestani type of wrestling when it comes to that Sambo kind of mix that they have going on. So I'm intrigued to see how this goes, because at least with full camp Volk and Islam, Volk was able to finesse his way out of a couple of situations.
Yeah.
So I feel like, okay, I have confidence that that same team that's backing up Volk is backing JDM to an extent, like some of the coaches. I think that we can see a situation where like JDM is at least able to like maybe get us a decision, you know? Maybe we see a decent war going on of like back and forth, like, and then Islam's no slouch on the feet either. Let's not forget that he slept a couple people. So like,
and that 5 rounds for Islam is nothing. Those Dagestani camps with Khabib running that, like,
yo, real talk, like right now, and then let's say, okay, let's say no injury. Do you think that you'd be able to like go and just one day in a Khabib camp? Or do you think
I'd throw up.
You think you would just be like, I'm done?
I'd 100% throw up.
Yeah.
I can do it. I could probably like.
You think you will yourself through it?
I could try to will myself through it. I'm not much of a person that gives up on workouts and stuff like that, but
I've never seen footage fully, but anytime I've ever seen a clip, they're all just drowned in sweat and looking like they're like arguing with Khabib of like, please let us go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're always like, come on, again, we're going again? Like, I don't know, man.
who complained? Yeah.
Who complained? Who groaned in
But
here?
I like the way we used to train was crazy too back in the day. I don't know. We used to have to like, he used to have mirrors in the room. You have to literally make sure you don't look like you're like struggling or getting tired. You have to look the same.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like as crazy as the workout's getting, in between, you don't want to do the look. You know, like you gotta
keep your composure.
Yeah, kind of look like, because you can't let the opponent think you're weaker.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Those camps look crazy, man.
The thing I've been hearing a whole lot of out of them is like breaking people's will. So I feel like you get your will broken to understand what it is to take to do that to somebody else. So I bet
think most regular motherfuckers like us, I think, will definitely get broken.
If you pull up and you buy a 1-day pass to Khabib's camp, I think that I don't know, man. I think most people don't make it a whole day. That's gonna be on the next Uneducated MMA traveling vlog. It's gonna be us.
I'd 100% throw up. I'm not in shape for it. If I was to do it right now, maybe if I could prepare like a year or something.
Yeah, where do you go to train before the 2-3 years Dagestan? Where's the 1 year before the 2-3 year Dagestan trip? Because I feel like you got to do a good amount of prep for that.
It would be a lot of cardio for sure.
Dude, I feel like I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, I don't know, man. They just like I told you, they're all built different. They all have an insane level of cardio. So I feel like
all I know is
you just ran through the ground every day.
I don't know who I would go to like. I don't think any trainer out here would be able to help enough.
I think there's a couple athletes in other sports that I feel like they could survive.
Yeah,
we'll say survive. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna excel
one day,
but they'll pull up and they'll be like,
all they need to make it is one day.
Who are you guys? We were recording 806 the other day. Who are you guys talking about that was training with like Shaolin monks or something like that?
Oh, Wembayama.
Yeah, so he goes to Dagestan 2-3 years, and then that's a whole new level of his game. We'll do something like that.
That would be crazy.
Who do you think in another sport would like do well over there? I don't think a lot of people would cross over well to MMA, but we're just talking training here. So there's a couple of people that are like athletes where you're just like, you could probably pick up another sport and you'd be all right at it. Not like crazy, but you'd be all right at it.
Someone that can like cross over to there.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. I would have to say, man, I don't know what sport to pick first.
It's difficult. I feel like besides like wrestling, like I'm talking non-combat sport, I guess. I don't know. Athleticism wise,
what translates better? Maybe a football player. Because the grappling.
Yeah, I think football would be one of the easier ones. Because you get a lot of heavyweights that used to be football players, so they come over. So that it might be that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
We'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah, I'll try to think of it.
But yeah, man. So going back to this one, JDM Islam. I think that this one's going to be an interesting one. I feel like I'm going to go with Islam. I'm going to stick with that answer. I'm going to go with Islam. I'm going to go with Islam by... I feel like I want to go with Islam by decision, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that answer. Islam by decision.
All right.
I'll be real definitive.
Yeah. I was about to say that too, but for some reason, I feel like God just gave me the answer while we're thinking. And I honestly think it's going to be a late round. I don't know, 4 or 5. Islam by Darce choke again.
It's not a bad one, bro.
you know.
It's not a bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta see how tired JDM looks by round like 2.5.
I feel like Islam has mastered the Darce choke.
Yeah.
I think he can pull it off.
When you go into
that's like his
UFC 5, that's gold.
Yeah,
All maxed out.
yeah. And it's definitely because of the -2. I forget what it was, 250 or something like that.
265.
265. I'd have to pair that with a parlay. I can't straight.
No, you can't just straight bet that. That's what for me. That's like, but I'm not gonna lie. Throw a little on JDM. Not bad there.
Maybe a singular bet for JDM.
Little 5, so something light. Just kind
a
of
separate bet for JDM, but like the parlay definitely will have Islam.
Yeah,
winning that by. Darce. Actually, the odds would be different if you're real specific about it.
You're real specific with it, yeah.
Darce choke, 4th round.
It'd be like 465, 480 or something
crazy.
like that. Who knows? Put that in. You never know.
I might.
That might be the one you sprinkle a little on just in case. You never know. All right, moving on. Co-main event. We got Valentina, the Bullet Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang. So we got Valentina sitting at a nice -130, and we got Weili sitting at a +110, which I'm not going to lie to you, that would be the other way around. Me personally. We got Weili moving up in weight. She gave up her strawweight belt like we spoke about earlier. Mackenzie Dern was... I'm not going to say alley-oop that title because that sounds crazy to Virna Jandiroba, but like at the same time, like that whole division was kind of like Weili is like, all right, when are you leaving? You know, I think that's kind of more so where we were at.
Like, come on, Weili, gatekeeping.
But this is a fight that I think I've been waiting for a little over a year and a half.
Yeah,
now. I think I became a Weili fan like a while ago. Valentina, I've been a fan since I started watching because like everybody she fights, it's just like, bro, she is just dominant. And when it comes to her, I just feel like the level of experience that Valentina has and the level of competition that she's faced, like, it's one of those people you've seen it all. You've done it all. Yeah. You know what's coming. So I'm intrigued to see how Weili goes about this.
Right.
Like, I think the speed is going to be a factor. I don't know who's necessarily stronger, especially with Weili's moving up in weight. Like, does that translate?
I don't know. Weili, you know what? Like, Weili picking up Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
That was like... Just seeing that, I was like, oh, snap.
They're built different.
yeah.
Big China's built different.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
The Chinese flag.
Yeah. They're both holding the edge.
Bro, I think that this is going to be one that's going to, like I said earlier, like, you know how I was saying, like, the stack the card where you're going to be more and more excited. I think that this is one of the ones that's like oddly enough, like, listen, JDM and Islam, that's the main event, and I would also argue the people's main event, but I think that this is the fans' main event right here. Like, this is the one where everyone's like, yeah.
I really enjoy watching Weili fights.
Yeah, I think she's very technical, very skilled.
Super
I feel like
disciplined.
Extremely exciting. She's, bro, when you're talking about something that's like, I'm going for it, she's full tilt, like, but calculated the whole time. That's the thing that I like. Everything is, like, for the most part, measured, but she's still pressing you the entire time. Yeah. We're on the feet, she's on the attack. We're on the ground, she's on the attack. You managed to kind of... I think the only times I've ever seen her put in this situation was, like, that one weird head kick where she got knocked out by Rose Namajunas, and then other than that, I feel like I haven't really seen a situation where I'm like, man, Weili looks like she doesn't know what to do here. Like, she looks like she's like a little... No, I feel like for the most part, she's like very educated, very well-rounded, extremely knowledgeable.
I forget the name. It was another Chinese fighter.
Oh, man, yeah, where she like choked her unconscious.
yeah.
And then she came back to life.
Yeah, came back to life. Yeah.
Oh, man, what's her name? Yan Xiaonan.
Yeah.
Yan Xiaonan, yeah.
That was a good fight,
That one was one where I was like...
Yeah.
Is she okay, bro?
Right?
She do not look okay. Man, I'm trying to see now. Like,
she's a warrior. Like, I could picture... I don't know. I don't want to...
Tatiana, so Tatiana Suarez, she made look like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Weili, Yan Xiaonan, she choked unconscious and brought her back to life. Amanda Lemos, that one was just... I feel like everybody that she's fought has just been like one right after the other, just all right. These have been the ones where I feel like she has had the most opposition. When she got her belt from Andrade, her versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk, that one where she ended up with that giant head.
Yeah,
like that one was a war that I think is going to go down in history. I think she gets to the Hall of Fame for just that fight. The career will get her in there for sure after she's all said and done. But I think that one is just one where everybody goes back to go watching. And then her versus Rose Namajunas, I feel like that has been the kryptonite. That I've been able to see for whatever reason. There's something there where I feel like she wasn't able to kind of like, I don't know. I feel like everybody always has the one. Like, I don't know. I feel like everybody always has that one fighter you come across. Some people are, the only person that's able to finesse their way out was Khabib. I think is the only one that was able to leave unscathed. And I guess John Jones as well. But like, for the most part, everybody has one person that's like, no, we can rematch 30 times, but you're going to get me for some way or the other.
Yeah.
Other than that, everybody else has been pure dominance.
And Valentina's like been dominating that weight class for.
So she's I think one of the only champions that has a full ring on the belt of rubies for title defenses.
That's crazy.
And now she has more.
You know, I wasn't aware that they actually did that in real life.
Yeah.
I thought it was only for UFC 5.
No, that's kind of what they got her for.
Yeah, but it's like,
the more the defenses you get a belt. Or you get a ruby.
The ruby, that wasn't until I seen it in the game. I wasn't aware that was happening. Like people's belts were.
I think it's a flex.
Yeah, right.
Do you get? I always wondered. Do you give them the belt and they put the ruby in, or do you just get another belt? And you show it because like Demetrius Johnson. I don't know if you've watched his YouTube channel, but he has the 19 belts behind him.
Oh, damn!
And I'm like,
that's dope.
Did you get 19 belts, or did you get one and you bought 18? Like, how did that work there? Like, why do you have all of them?
I think they should give you a new one every time.
I wouldn't want that many belts. I'd want the ruby. I'd want you to just, here's my belt. This is the belt.
And then a new ruby every time.
Ruby every
or do you
time
send it in and they send it back with the ruby in it?
Yeah, I think that should be it. How many defenses? Let's see. How do I want to word this? I feel like Valentina has at least over 10, I think, title defenses.
She's a beast. That's why it was like time. It was time for Weili to move up. 8.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the whole weight class. That's the whole division. Like
pretty much, yeah.
Now, like if she wins this, does she move up?
I think I think that's like 1.5 actually. Then that's 1.5.
Can she move up? What weight class is that?
With her right now? Mm-hmm. No, she's in flyweight. That's as high as they go.
So she's gonna have to fight dudes next if she wins.
No, actually, no. I lied. She could go to bantamweight.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I lied.
Is there a guy bantamweight?
No, I was trying to think. Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then here's my thing though. Like, as much as I have all due respect, you got Kayla Harrison up there, and I don't know.
That would be a good fight though if she's like put on some muscle.
No, because then you also had her versus Amanda Nunes too, and we like Amanda Nunes won that one too. So I feel like I don't know. I think that you stay away from that one. Like when you're really killing it at one, I think you just kind of stay away. That's like the same with like Pantoja. I think Pantoja. I don't know if he moves up. I think he just kind of stays.
Be the legend that you are in your division. You're gonna mess up your legacy sometimes.
I think with Weili, she's a little bit bigger. Like in terms of frame, so I feel like she's able to like move up, and it's not that drastic. But I feel like you can't do too much. Like Islam was talking about it, where he's like, I think 170 is as high as I go. I think 185 will be moving too slow. So, it makes sense, bro. I feel like you wouldn't want to overindulge and kind of like.
You would need more time to adjust to that.
You would. I mean, John Jones, a few years off just to be able to feel comfortable in that way, and even then, after the first fight, was like, let me still take some extra time because that was a little,
Yeah.
So I get it. I feel like. You need time to adjust, but you also need to be able to like, how do I word it? I feel like you do need to take a fight at least once in that weight class so you can at least get comfortable. But it's weird because then depending on the situation you're in, you're gonna go up against like elite competition.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you get that kind of feeling with? I guess sparring, but like,
right.
Like I don't know.
Just bring in all the.
It's like you need that attention, that feeling. I don't know. I think that this is gonna be a clash of like. Two legends, and we're just gonna watch an amazing fight. I think that they're both very skilled.
To see swollen heads.
I wonder if it's gonna be like that. Because, like, listen, Valentina fights smart. So if she feels like she's in a tough situation, she's gonna go to the game plan that's gonna guarantee her victory. So if they're striking and she finds out, okay, Weili's doing better than me in the striking, let me then get into the grappling. Like, she's very calculated on that. Weili's in the same wavelength.
Valentina cool too. I'm a fan too because I like the. What's she? Is she Russian? Where's she from? I just like her gunslinging.
I was like, listen.
Her gunslinging. on the little embeddeds and stuff, like her just like going to the range.
Bro, I saw they did the announcement of like the fight, and the thing was her just at a gun range where you have a Weili's like training footage. It's like why is she training and the other one's just shooting guns? That'll make no sense.
This is one of those.
She's from Kyrgyzstan. That's where she's from.
Oh, wherever that's from.
So
yeah, freaking
make the L's.
What is it called? You know, like I just saw the Marvel movie Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah.
What's the main character? Have you seen the
Black?
movie?
Yeah, Black Widow's sister.
Yeah. I feel like
why am I blanking on her name?
I can't remember right now, but she reminds me of something like that.
I know it's Florence Pugh, but I don't remember what the character name.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Someone that was
that is her. She's an assassin,
like born into this like assassin lifestyle, and the UFC is just part of it.
I get that.
Like
you ever watch the Triple X movies, like Triple X State of the Union, etc. Like the one with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he is a motocross like super like person, but he's also a secret agent.
Yeah,
It's like oh okay.
Yeah. She's a UFC fighter, but also a freaking superhero.
But also a superhero.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yelena Belova. There we go.
Yeah, Yelena.
Take a shot for her. What's Justin? Saving the city.
Yeah, saving the city. Hopefully he negotiated.
But yeah, no, I see that. I see her being secret agent Valentina. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. This is going to be Valentina's second title defense after getting her title back. I think that this is going to be an exciting fight. I feel like I said earlier, am going to go with the night of and new, me personally. Even, honestly, this is the one where you get that plus money at. Listen, this is one where you go with your heart. I feel like I'm fully backing my fandom, and I'm going with Weili on this one. For me, I just think that she is the... How to word this? They're both hungry for legacy, and I just feel like, for whatever reason, when it comes to their styles, I just picture Weili winning. Yeah. Again, another one where I think this goes to decision. I don't think this one's a finish. I don't know, man. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of going back in the whole Islam by decision thing, especially after you said Darstroke. I was like, he is really good at that.
Yeah.
And he does just slap that thing on out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere when he
just turn around.
When in doubt, when in doubt, Darstroke.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But yeah, I feel like this one for me goes to decision. But I just see that, I don't know, man. I feel like I see Weili being the more active fighter in this situation. When it came to Valentina versus Alexa Grasso, there were some situations where I feel like Valentina just wasn't putting her foot on the gas. In the second fight, she definitely made sure to correct those errors and make sure that it didn't, you really couldn't leave it up to the judges. You really saw who was the more dominating fighter in that situation. But, I just think that, I don't know, I think Weili's a little quicker than her. I think I see that speed being a factor. And we're talking points here, going to decision, Weili.
I actually know a Weili personally. Yeah? She's like 70 years old, sweetest lady in the world.
Shout out to Weili, bro.
Yeah,
the sweet lady.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'm taking Weili though for sure.
For sure. I'm straight to the Weili I know personally. I'll take Weili.
Sweetest lady in the world. Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's cool with me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on it. That's solid to me. You know when you get you're like, all right, do I make it into A or B, and then there's a sign that
just
you get from the universe.
Start thinking of the sweet lady that you know.
You're like, I gotta. Why else did I think about it?
Just a picture of her.
Yeah, I think you gotta go with your heart, bro.
I got you, Weili.
Off of that, bro, I think everybody watching this right now should bet because of that old lady he knows named Weili.
Sweetest lady in the world.
Sweetest lady in the world.
She's always smiling and laughing.
Shout out to her, bro. And I wonder if things kind of go belly up. Let's say Weili for Islam, I think it's kind of the same question. If they don't win, do they move back down? Or do they feel comfortable in a new weight class? They're
like, damn, I'm already heavy. What do I do? Yeah. I already moved up in weight. Do I just go back and... Nobody likes to cut weight.
Because Islam fought in the summer. He could take some time off and then decide to go back down. And then you got the big fight with him versus Ilya. When it comes to Weili, kind of the same situation. If she wants to take some time off after this and just kind of relax and then go back, and then she murders Mackenzie Dern, go ahead.
Right.
That's the thing, is with her, I think it's an way easier comeback than Islam's.
But even though, even if Wislam is, I mixed it. Yeah, give me that shot.
I just have a box of flags and a bottle.
So Islam was to go back down,
Yeah.
he has gained so much muscle going up that if he was to cut, he'd be so much stronger than everyone else in that weight class, and he would just dominate like
Piccolo
never
with the
before.
weighted armor.
Yeah. But then he would have to fight freaking Topuria.
It's like,
Jesus
welcome back,
Christ.
Ilya Topuria.
Yeah, but
That's a great fight.
Islam's a lot stronger now.
Yeah, but bro, Ilya,
To go down to a Topuria.
Ilya's good, bro.
Yeah, you don't.
I've been seeing clips of that dude wrestle, bro.
I know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know what it is? He knocks so many people out that we forget how good of a wrestler he is.
Yeah.
But like, Islam would need to stick to game plan and don't stand with him.
No.
I think that's the only way he got that.
But that's the thing is, I think that I wonder if Ilya's wrestling is so good that Islam has no choice but to.
I know he's just super prepared.
Yeah,
Like, that's the thing.
bro,
Ilias,
he's got the what's it called, the hyperbaric chamber and whatnot. Like, he's got a whole thing in his house. Like the dude is prepped for whatever's coming. Like
his preparation is crazy.
He saw his life, I feel like, ahead of him in a vision when he was 8. And I think, like, since then, he's been checking everything.
He literally has all the footage of it and the analytics.
Knows exactly what's gonna happen. Like, listen, like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the man's untouchable. He's definitely, there's gotta be kryptonite out there. I said it earlier, everybody's got the one, but so far,
are you gonna predict your last 3 big fights?
In the way exactly,
and the exact way you're gonna knock him out is kind of crazy.
It's one of those things. You're like, I said that a few weeks ago. It's like it's hard not to be a fan. It's hard, bro. Like,
bro, are you a time traveler?
You're a time traveler.
Like, how do you know? You're so sure.
It's me playing UC5 on easy. I'm gonna knock you out round 1.
Bro,
prediction.
he literally celebrated before his last fight.
Yeah, he was, and bro, he apologized to Charles. When he saw him for the first time, he didn't say hello. He apologized.
Like, sorry. I already saw it in the vision.
It has to be this way.
You end up losing by knockout first round.
This is because we're just gonna keep going off of the Marvel movies. This is Infinity War when Doctor Strange saw the million outcomes or whatever. This is the only one that makes sense. It's Ilya winning the exact way. He knows what's gonna happen at the end
every single time.
He's another one that I think is gonna retire young on purpose because he's just like, I did what I needed to do. I got the bread. I got the fame. I'm out.
Yeah, keeps talking about going into boxing.
I'd sign up for it.
Yeah.
So far, bro, he's crisp. And from what I've heard, at least so far, it does seem like it's true that he really does like focus on a single discipline at a time rather than overall training everything at once.
Yeah, you can see in the way he throws his punches. He kind of, out of all the UFC fighters that I think can transition into boxing, he is the closest that looks like a boxer.
For sure.
Like
in terms of stance, I can see that. Because, like, for the little I've seen of boxing, he seems... There's a couple people that you can tell, like, are more boxing heavy because even the way that they put their shoulders and whatnot. Yeah. Like, I think for him, like, he knows his bread and butter is he can knock mostly everybody out. I think he believes in the dynamite that he has in those hands. But at the same time, like I said, I saw the footage with that wrestling. Bro, I don't know. Islam's going to have a weird welcome back if he has to come back to Islam. I feel like that's going to be scary.
I can't wait for a Topuria fight.
We were talking about it earlier with Justin Gaethje, who, like, that seems like to be rumored his next fight. If it's not going to be Justin Gaethje, people have been throwing out Paddy Pimblett, but like even with Justin, I feel like that's one of those situations where it's like you're signing. Yeah, babe, man. If this is what you want, bro, like,
bro, you're signing your life away to the freaking
It's another Shadow Realm card.
Yeah, another soul that gets thrown. You know where in Hercules, what's the freaking
Hades?
Yeah, Hades. Yeah. That's pretty much you. That's where you're going when you fight Topuria.
Yeah,
you get sent down there.
I think he has like little vials of people's souls in his house. That's how he's able to do it.
You'll be thinking your soul's gonna be swimming in that freaking in that river with the rest of these guys. With Oliveira kind of like fought his way back into
Oliveira. Volk. They all came back.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, everybody that got murdered by him, I feel like for the
where
most
he's
part,
gone. He always ends up leaving the division.
Bro, he's one that I think stays at 155 too. Ilya, I don't think he's moving up.
I think he's too short.
Yeah. I got Weili in this. How about you?
I got Weili.
So the night of Anu. This is the night of Anu then.
The night of Anu for sure.
I'm with that. Let's see.
There's more that are like. I hope this is an exciting card. I noticed in my past that like the events that have a lot of fighters I don't know be the most exciting ones.
Bro, let's not lie. These last 2 fight nights have been crazy.
Yeah.
We both have said it several, like, every one so far that we thought was going to be, like, weird, where it was like, we don't know any of these people.
Don't sleep on the prelims.
Don't sleep on the prelims. The invisible ink on the shirt.
Yeah. Don't sleep on the prelims.
And then just wanted to let everybody know, as I'm also doing this, I'm live texting Justin. He also agrees, by the way, while he's in the spaceship heading towards Galactus,
Yeah, I hope he
that
figured
Islam and Weili are also going to win. So
okay.
I think we're all on the same page here. It's going to be
Makes sense, man. I think it's
Madison Square Garden.
I think that it's perfect for the sport. Like the UFC would rather see them.
Plus, it opens up a lot of lanes of like really cool fights afterwards. But I also think, depending on how the wins go, you have some cool rematches as well. Like, I think that Valentina has every right, and I think she's motivated enough to continue fighting. She has every right in the world, depending on how this goes, to go for a rematch. Honestly, even if she gets slept, I feel like she still can kind of vouch for that. JDM, my only thing with JDM is that there's already such a queue of people at 170 waiting for a title shot that if he gets smoked by Islam, I don't know. If it's decision, he gets a rematch. Yeah. If it's round 4 Darce choke and the fight was okay, I still think that it's somebody else gets next. But if it's like a war and he's zigged when he should have zagged and gets clipped or gets choked out, and it's like a genuine like, whoa, this was a good fight up until, I think he gets a rematch. But Islam's already calling for Kamaru Usman afterwards. I saw that.
That's
earlier.
funny. I like that because
it makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking like legacy, I want to beat the guy who currently I believe to be one of the greatest 170 pounders that's walking.
I think it's because, didn't Dana White say that recently? Who was it that said that?
I did see a thing where he was on the podcast with Henry Cejudo and Kamaru, and he was telling Kamaru to his face, he's like, bro, you are one of the greatest, if not the greatest 170 pounder of all time. Like, I know the GSPs and whatnot, but like what you did was crazy. So I get that. Like, if we're talking like we're going for legacy, you have great fighters that are currently there, like John Jones, where he's like saying like, listen, I know that they're hot right now, but we're looking at what is going to be amazing on my, like, when you look at my stat sheet, what's going to be crazy, it's going to be, instead of fighting Tom Aspinall, fighting an Alex Pereira. Things like that, where it's like...
Speaking of Alex Pereira, I feel like this is another situation like the last fight where we don't want to see, in the UFC in general, we don't want to see another superstar get taken out.
Yeah.
I feel like for the business purpose of pushing the sport,
keep him at light
we
heavyweight.
need Alex Pereira up there. He's very marketable. Islam as well. I feel like if he goes down, it'll be disappointing. I don't want to see JDM is a great fighter, but I don't want to. How exciting! I don't know.
It's hard. No, I get what you mean. No, I get what you mean, because it's one of those things that's difficult when it's like they're not marketable. They're not like
you have
entertaining on and off.
Bilal as a champion. It's like.
Because I'll tell you right now, JDM is exciting to watch fight because he's putting people to bed.
Yeah.
He's sleeping people. But I will say, like, have I ever really cared to watch an interview of his? No, not really.
Will a casual know who he is even though he's champion?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Islam is like, he has a little
Islam.
Yeah, he's Islam. He has that Dagestani charisma
to be fair, he did already get a push because he was like, well, Khabib, and then this is Islam.
Mini Khabib,
So he pulled up like that, but then he also proved his worth. And like you said, on the mic as well, like, we're getting more personality out of him, so it's good. So I don't know, maybe it's one of those things you just got to give him a little bit more shine, and then you kind of get that feeling again with them. But for the most part, I see what you're saying, where it's like, you would rather push the stars. And I will say, like, again, looking at this as a business, I will say Valentina is kind of on her way out in terms of star power. Weili is definitely at the top when it comes to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Islam definitely up there. Like, yeah, I feel like this is definitely the time for like, yo, let's try to get these big stars, especially now that we're going to Paramount. Let's get that. When you go to Paramount, let's get the banner of the people that you've seen before. Let's get that going so people know how to click on that real quick.
Right.
So I get what you mean. All right. Moving on, Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. We got Sean Brady at a -135 and Michael Morales at a +115. This one, to me, like I was saying earlier, when you got a lot of killers like lined up for that 170 spot, this is a #1 contender fight if I've ever seen one. This is one where they're waiting to see, like,
this might be fight of the night.
Yo, high key, yeah.
Yeah, this might be.
High key, yeah. You know, earlier I was saying that Valentina and Weili is like the fight. This is gonna be everything like. Yeah. Every fight we go through is gonna be like, no, this is the one. This is the people's main event.
Like every fight is like fight.
I think that this was gonna be crazy, bro. I feel like Michael Morales. I just feel like, bro, he hits so hard, bro.
Right,
he's
man.
so active. Like the moment that they're like fight, like he's on you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this one's gonna be one that I
It's tough because even Sean Brady, like
I don't know if I can put a decision on this one. I don't know if I can say
in the past, like the past fight. I didn't think Sean Brady was all like as good as he was, and he really impressed me.
I remember,
was it the Leon Edwards?
Yeah, I remember watching him like get melted by Bilal Muhammad, and then after that, I feel like he was just on a tear, and I was like, bro, who is this guy?
Yeah, he just went up a notch. Like,
but the Leon Edwards one that you brought up, that was him trying to like prove his like, this is me. I'm here. Give me my shot. I just beat the former champ. So I get what you're saying with that one. Where like he definitely is. I think. Now the general public.
Yeah, imagine if he beats Michael Morales?
Yeah, Michael Morales. I would say.
I just see Miles
Morales. No, I've been doing that all day.
See the movie is fuck with me.
With Michael Morales, he's more of the up and coming guy. Where I feel like this is like one of those situations where if he's able to defeat Sean Brady in a dominant fashion, goes in there, knocks him out clean, round 1-2 or whatever it might be. You can get a title shot off of like an amazing win. Yeah. But if we're talking like, who have you beaten? Do you actually merit a title shot? Not necessarily. Like, I think this is like, Sean Brady wins, whatever which way, title shot. Michael Morales, you need to finish him. Yeah. And you get your title shot. If you don't, Sean Brady, one more maybe.
Beating him is an impressive win.
It is an impressive win.
Because it's like...
That dude, that
young energy.
He got a chip on his shoulder right now.
Yeah.
He's ready for it. Yo, he's another one you could have on the White House card.
Oh,
yeah, he's another one. He's another one.
That's a perfect one for the White. Yeah, because right now with November to July,
he might want to fight one more.
One more, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I say he fights probably like.
But his next
February,
one is
March.
His next one would be a title fight, probably if he wins.
If he wins this, yeah. I mean, I think he'd be willing to wait for a title shot if that's going to happen on that card. Because that one wouldn't be, because you got to think about it. It's either going to be JDM or Islam. And then maybe they decide to do a fight like a little bit before, so you have one in maybe like February, March. You have one there, and then it's still kind of one of those two probably going to be in that
Islam,
picture.
Sean Brady at the White House.
Yeah,
even though Islam is from Russia.
Yeah, but Sean Brady.
Do you think they allow Russians on the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There's no way they don't.
Russian and Chinese.
This is what I'm saying. It's so difficult to not have like these. I don't even know, bro. Like your card has to be stacked with foreign fighters. Like it is what it is. Like
Trump ain't gonna have no Chinese there.
I'll tell you for sure he will. He'll have double champ Weili on there. I'll tell you.
Double champ Weili.
Y'all can't hear Melvin right now, but he's hating over there in the corner.
Weili. I just like saying the name, man.
Big China's gonna be on the card. For sure. My social credit score is going to go up, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, man, I don't know if I got a winner for this one, especially with that line looking so close. I feel like Sean Brady's a dog. Yeah. I've seen him so far, I would say more than I've seen Michael Morales in terms of like in the octagon time overall. I just think that he's now has the experience where I feel like if I'm going to pick anybody, I'm going to probably lean towards Sean Brady. I just think that he's got to be careful because I've seen him kind of get a little chinny a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like, it's every fight, but I've just seen him put himself in some situations. It's like maybe we stick to wrestling for a second. We stick to wrestling for a second. And Michael Morales, so far, all I've seen is him like dust, dude. So I feel like you got to be careful with that one.
For sure.
But I feel like I got to lean with the experience towards Sean Brady.
Yeah. I'm going to go Sean Brady. It might have to be decision.
Decision?
Because it's only a 3-round fight, right?
3 rounds. Just 3 rounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna take.
You just get smoked in the first.
Yeah, he just gets knocked out.
It's like, God damn.
It's a high kick.
It's always the ones that we're like real confident in.
You know what I noticed? I don't see any more high kick knockouts.
No, it's been the year of the spinning elbow.
Yeah, the spinning elbow year.
Bro, I cannot wait to figure out who they give knockout of the year to.
Yeah.
Because we have seen some people get sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
Very much so this year. I'm talking stretchers. I'm talking like, you can tell when the camera's still trying to like not show the fighter.
Yeah.
And the guys in the other fighters in the corner like, yo, is he good? Is he good?
Yeah.
Like, is he good?
They're raising one hand.
Yeah,
and
they gotta move up. They're not in the center of the octagon. They gotta pull them over to the side to raise their hand. You're like, that guy's not okay.
Yeah,
he's not even up yet. They
someone
don't get
check
on
on him, please.
You know it's bad when they're like, and he's finally on the stool. It's like, what do you mean he's finally on the stool?
Just like,
yeah, he's just like out. They're holding him up. They got both arms just
just like put the ice on his neck, like
pull a water on him. He good.
Yeah.
Bro, they really just send people to the shadow room and they're like, he good. That is what it is, bro. And then this next one, I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one because this is your boy, Leon Edwards versus Carlos Pratas. We got Leon Edwards at a +170 and Carlos Pratas at a -200. Give me your take.
Man, I seen Leon Edwards looking like he has been putting a lot of work in at the gym. It seems like he gained a lot of muscle going into this fight. I think he's locked in more than ever. I think this is make or break for career-wise.
Okay.
Really needs this. Carlos Pratas, he still drinks and smokes.
A lot.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's like...
You've never had a post-fight cigarette, bro? It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but it sounds good.
I think
post-fight, like you just whoop someone's ass. It's like, let me get some whiskey and a cigarette.
He asks people, you know how like Derek Lewis will like I don't know, take his pants off, throw it in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like have like fans take photos with him when he's got his underwear off, and then you'll have what's it called, Tai Tuivasa.
Oh, yeah.
Have people throw a shoe. Everybody interacts with the fans. Carlos Pratas is the only one who's like, you got a cigarette?
Yeah, does anybody have a freaking Marlboro?
Anybody got a light on him? You're like, bro, you're in the stadium.
You're still there, bro. Yeah.
It is what it is, bro.
So I do like the fighting nerds. I really like.
They all lost.
I know.
They all lost.
I do want them to like continue.
Now they have that. That's their motivation. This is the comeback.
The
whole team took an L.
Yeah, the whole brand is depending on this fight.
You think so?
No.
I was like, that's a crazy like.
I know, because there still is the other guys.
There's a whole squad. There's a roster of fighters.
But it's like, they already had a few L's. It's like if they get another L here, well, Carlos Pratas won his last fight, so I think he was the only winner out of all the fighting nerds.
No, he lost.
Did he?
Yeah, they all took an L. Like they all have one loss.
So he won the one before that?
I'm trying to find what his ranking is right now. He's sitting at 9. So if he wins, it catapults him to 4. Leon Edwards at 4.
The fact that Leon Edwards is still at 4 is kind of impressive.
He beat Neil Magny. No, not Neil Magny in his last fight. Oh no, not Neil Magny. Where is it? No. Jeff Neal. He beat Jeff Neal in his last fight, but then the loss was to Ian Machado Gary. So that was when they all took their first L, because I think they were all going into like the fight. When I say all, I mean the fighting nerds. They were all going into it.
Ian Machado's a good fighter too.
He is. Another one I think that we're gonna see him very soon in the title picture. Yeah, so we had him.
So now, what if Leon Edwards wins this? I'm taking Leon Edwards in this fight. I think it's his return to show the world that he still got it in a way.
Off of beating number 9, but being ranked number 4, does he get a title shot, or does he need to fight one other guy?
I think he needs one other guy.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay. At this point, we can't talk about the sport and just all of it is pause.
Yeah. But I could have worded that better.
I guess so.
Well, I could have said one other fight.
True.
Yeah.
True. Get through one other guy. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think that right now you got a couple people that I feel like
You had a couple losses the last. Like if you have 2 losses since being champion, or was it 3?
He's on a bit of a skip. I don't think
he's on a little streak of losing. So it's like you kind of like you can't just get one win. And I'm surprised he's still 4. Like 4 is like
two losses.
2 losses. Yeah, he needs 2 more just to get maybe this one and he doesn't get a Sean Brady rematch.
It's tricky. I think actually that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like
get his chance to
if
he just sucks.
Because I would say the only person who's Shevchenko, I would say maybe
he struggles with these wrestlers, man.
Do you have him fight a Kamaru again?
Nah.
But so Bilal at 1, Sean Brady at 2, Shavkat at 3, Leon Edwards at 4, Kamaru Usman at 5. Unless you
Who's
give
6?
Ian Machado Gary.
Give him.
Yeah.
That makes more
Or
sense.
Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah.
Says in at 7.
Yeah.
I'd be a good one. But then you're still, I guess you're still kind of fighting down. You're not really fighting up.
I
But
think,
you don't really get
I think he
rewarded.
should fight down
I think you should. At least for 1 or 2 more.
to get his rhythm back.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's weird, bro. I feel like it's weird to think about the fact that like this is a big fight in terms of name value, but it still wouldn't get you necessarily a title shot off of like
Crazy, right?
It's just weird how it works, bro. Like this is the whole thing when it comes to entertainment and rankings, where you're like, I don't really know
He lost
what
his-
makes sense here. Like I don't know.
I know, right? He kind of lost his value with those 2 losses a little bit. People
bit.
thought he was like kind of like they counting him out. I don't count him out. He's still freaking top boy, fucking
Top boy.
Jamaican Dundada.
Headshot dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard because like Leon Edwards to me, like he's a really good fighter. I feel like he's a cool dude with a great story, and I feel like I want to see the best for him. But it's really hard because when like, I mean, Carlos Prates, he drinks and smokes, bro. That's really cool.
Yeah, super cool.
No, but in terms of, we're being serious though. In terms of fighting skill though, like Carlos Prates is a savage, and when
He's
it
a
comes to
savage,
striking,
bro.
like, bro, that's that full violence for
Right?
sure.
He reminds me of like that.
He's my Muay Thai UFC creative fighter.
Oh, for
The
real?
way he fights, that's what when I go
okay.
to the like Muay Thai kick, that's what I go for. I feel like I don't really do like point fighting. I'm gonna hit you with the knees and the stomach. I'm gonna make sure that you're hurting for certain.
Yeah.
And I feel like for him, I feel like he just goes for more like I'm gonna get close to you. I feel like Leon Edwards is more so let me get this distance. So it's gonna come down to whether or not Carlos I feel like can close that distance because I feel like if he stands at range, Leon Edwards is just gonna pick him apart.
Right.
So that's at least where I stand
You
on that.
remind me of like that Brazilian mechanic that's just smoking cigarettes all day. Like,
Hey, that Brazilian mechanic that worked at the tire shop became the middleweight and then the light heavyweight champion of the world. You put respect on Chama, okay? But yeah, so I guess I don't really, I don't know who I'm gonna pick on this one. We'll see when I post the picks later on down the week. But right now,
it's tough.
I'm gonna need to see these embeddeds. I'm gonna sit down and see some embeddeds before I
I need
put
to
a.
see some embedded.
I think for a lot of this card, I need to see some embedded. See how people are looking into the fight week. You know what I'm saying? See how everyone's looking. Everyone's wake up going good. Like
Yeah, I got to see the Islam one, but I didn't see any of the.
I haven't seen them yet. I like to wait until there's like 3 and then just go and then to kind of catch up midweek. By the way, we're recording this on a Tuesday in case you guys haven't picked up on the way that we're speaking on dates and whatnot. But we still got a little bit to go before this will come out either tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then last on the card, which is going to open up the main card, Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Beneil Dariush at a plus 160 and Benoit Saint-Denis at a minus 190. This is the old guard versus the new
These
guard.
are two assassins.
It is. I think this is another banger. This is
One's
what I'm
a-
saying. The whole night is crazy.
Right, that is. They got French special ops.
Bro, every time they bring that up, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you were talking about earlier with Valentina.
Yeah.
He is actually.
This is G.I. Joe from France.
Yeah.
And then there's who's the other guy you just said? My bad.
Beneil Dariush to me.
He's from Iraq, right?
No, nah.
Iran?
He's here. Like he's from the U.S.
No way.
But for me,
No way, look that up.
I got you right
He's
now.
from fucking Iran or something.
He's from like North Dakota.
Yeah. But
Beneil Dariush. I know. It's America, home of the free, land of the brave, or whatever. Bro.
Iraqi. It's a fighting out of Iraq.
Let's see. But Beneil Dariush, where we at?
Another special ops from Iran.
And give me like I just need like a bio on Beneil. Can I get a bio?
Yeah, can we get where can I
Can I get a bio on
Chat GPT, where's Beneil Dariush from?
I know, right? This is why we need. Yo, Melvin, you should be the Google guy for this, bro. Come on, bro. You ever yell at the. You can't spell the name. All right, if you had to guess, where is Beneil Dariush from?
I'm going Iran.
Okay, he is Iranian born, but he is American.
Oh, okay.
You're That's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
He was born in. Oh man, I'm not even gonna try that. No, I guess
Iranian special ops
Got that
here,
right.
here in America, undercover.
That's hilarious, bro.
fighting in the UFC.
Like he
truly.
he's special ops.
Yeah. It's just like imagine.
This is Battle of the Special Ops. This is Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you ever watch Spike TV, this is Deadliest Warrior. Bro, it's bad funny. Yeah, I don't know who got this one either, bro. This is one of those of like, honestly, whoever hits the first one harder, that one wins. Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
They're both good fighters.
I've
man.
seen both of these guys in some very dangerous situations where they both look like they're about to get slapped. And they clean the other guy off the back foot. It makes no sense. Beneil Dariush is somebody who I feel like you look at him, you see the salt and pepper hair, you're like, man, this is a guy who's on his way out. They still got this man in the UFC. It's crazy. And he's still cleaning people that you care about to this day. I feel like Beneil Dariush is somebody who I would say you throw him now in the gatekeeper kind of situation, that kind of like role, because he really is a test. Like, bro, you can't sleep on him. He will hurt you. Like he is, and it's not like TKO. No, like you are asleep, knocked out. Like he has power in those hands. He's got dad strength in those fists, bro. But like you said, BSD, he got BSD. What is it? French Special Forces training.
Yeah,
whatever.
bro.
However that translates into the UFC.
It's funny because like when I found that out, he ended up losing several fights.
Yeah.
Ended up winning like
he's back on it though. He is
back on it. But the one that I remember him winning, I think I missed one of his fights, but the last one I remember him winning was like, here you go, like feeding a little fish to a shark.
Well, they kind of have to do that every now and then, especially if they think you got a little bit of star power on you. They're gonna be like, we're gonna help you out a little bit.
We're not gonna let you just fall off.
No, because especially if they think that you have like with BSD, he's usually either co-main or main event whenever they go to France. So with him, they want to make sure that we got a star. Because when we go over there, it's like the same thing with like Cyril Gane. Like as much as we talk shit, like we gotta have somebody that has a face. So I feel like with him, that's kind of the case. Let's see, he's on 2-fight win streak right now. Oh, he had the upset Mauricio Hufi. He's the one that the fighting nerds. He's the one that was the choke. Remember when we were like, yo, Rufi looks like he has no idea what grappling is. Like he just found out what that was like before he got in the octagon.
I was surprised on that one.
I definitely put my pick on Rufi for sure. I thought that he was going to go in there, keep the distance, and there was going to be more of a striking battle. But BSD was like, I'm going to pull up, and I'm just going to make sure that this guy gets choked out real quick because this is make this a quick and easy night and get my paycheck in France.
So if he wins this fight, he's back.
I would say he's back.
2
in the bank, a big upset against a very big up-and-coming name in Mauricio Hufi, and I feel like now you get this one with Beneil Dariush, who's like a staple in the lightweight.
It's good for your resume.
It's good for the resume. Solid work right there, and I feel like he's back on the right track. I definitely don't, in terms of like titleship, no, but in terms of like, all right, maybe now you can throw your name in the ring to fight like a lower-end contender, like a 4 or 5, for sure. For sure. I feel like that does make sense. Work your way back up the ranks, because like, remember, it was like a year and a half ago, everybody and the grandmother thought that this was going to be the guy to fight for the title.
Yeah.
Then he met a guy named Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Went a little different, We thought that was where he was going to be like, this is his big leap up to go up to the title. Well, chin check.
See how that went.
Don't be silly, jump the gilly. And then, all right, so now that we've kind of went over the main card, I just kind of real quick, I just want to like gunfire through these prelims, because like there's a couple of, like I said, the prelims to me, like you could have a fight night with just the prelims alone, and that's how you know that this is pretty solid, because like all those fights we just listed alone, I feel like that's a good night, but then you get the prelims, pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to list them out. You let me know who you think is going to win. We got Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. Does Bo Nichols stay in the limelight, or after that RDR loss, is it just downhill from here?
Taking all those losses can mess with your mental.
You can.
I see Bo Nichols sticks around.
Okay. You think he gets it? All right. I hope so, because for me, I think that they're really banking on him being the next American dream kind of thing.
Yeah. He blew it. I think he was reaching too.
Well, did he blow it, or did they kind of like rush him a little bit?
I think they rushed him.
I think people forgot that RDR is like a champion from another organization that just came over here. He's not just some guy that they picked up. Like this is a guy who came here with intentions. He knows what it's like to be a winner, and he's going to pull up.
Bo Nichols just like this wrestler that's trying to win.
That I haven't really seen wrestle like that yet, so we're gonna wait on that one. All right, we got Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodriguez, aka RoboCop, who I think looks like Barack Obama. Every time I see him.
You have a picture right there?
Yeah, dude. That is.
Why not just look at him? Huh. Now he looks familiar.
Yeah, you've seen this before. You definitely seen him before. I remember there was one fight where he had his nose just completely like broken open.
Oh yeah.
Oof. I think I got Rodriguez in this one. RoboCop.
I'll take
or Rodriguez, I guess, because he's Brazilian. We're gonna learn that. One of these days, you guys are gonna tune into episode
I'm not caving in.
You're gonna turn into episode like 176. And we're gonna do the whole thing in Portuguese. You're gonna be like, "What's going on?"
I was saying that, like, if I was to learn a third language,
Portuguese is solid.
Portuguese is the third most popular language in our area.
Yeah, dude, I bump into like a lot of Brazilians. I feel like every day I'm like, I need to get my game up because right now, like,
a lot of Portuguese people.
The best I got is no fala because I don't know how to speak it. So I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No chama.
No chama, no chama. Throwing out no chama, no chama. All right, we got Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez.
I fucks with Tracy heavy.
Yeah, I think everybody. yeah. Melvin's like, I know where the parlay starts.
My girl.
Yeah. I mean, how can you?
She's so marketable too. Like
Tracy Cortez, man. Yeah, like listen, she's so lovable. The sense of like,
They should start fixing her fight so she wins.
bro, I get you heavy on that, bro.
I like the little her Nina little.
That's really funny, but for me, it's it's just like so many little things where I'm like, you want. I hate situations like this because like you got to be a little critical. You can't just be like, I love her, she's so pretty. You know what I mean? Like she's a good fighter, but,
She's a dog.
She's a dog. But I'll tell you this, like, there's a lot of moments where I'm like, I feel like she gets a lot of hype. She's like a Mackenzie Dern where she gets a lot of hype, but I feel like when she's in the octagon, it's kind of a little upsetting. Yeah. I have a feeling I know exactly how this one's gonna go. And I'm going to put my money on Aaron Blanchfield.
Yeah.
Aaron, you want to talk about a dog? Aaron Blanchfield is like, I'm biting down on this mouthpiece and we're getting after it. Like, Tracy Cortez is in there, so I think this is going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be very competitive, but I think in terms of like skill for skill, I think with the wrestling, Aaron Blanchfield got here. So I think that's kind of where I lean.
I feel it.
So we'll see how it goes.
It's pretty cool that like she's on this card.
Oh, for sure. She made it onto the pay-per-view we go. Plus, I mean, the ranking's pretty good. Number 8 going against number 4. I feel like if she gets this win, title shot maybe around the corner, not a bad idea. Right. But for her, the clip that makes me laugh every time I see her, because I'm like, Tracy, what are you doing? So she was trying to make weight. And I think she was off by like half a pound or something like that. Yeah. So she cuts her hair.
Fire.
But then she's still holding the hair while she's on the scale. I'm like, throw the hair away.
Yeah, throw the hair down.
And then you gotta like listen. We all know that they're thirst trappy, so everybody go out and enjoy. But like her Instagram makes me laugh so hard because she's like, look up here, hey, up here, look up here. Yeah. She's trying to show you like some jiu-jitsu. She's like, up here. She knows what's up. Yeah. She knows what's up. It's good. You know, if you know, it's fine. It's fine. And then last on that one, we're gonna go with Malcolm Wallmaker versus Cody Haddon. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who Cody Haddon is, but I know who Malcolm Wallmaker is, and I'm gonna go with round 1 KO.
Yeah.
That dude is.
Yeah, I got Malcolm.
Well, if you don't know Wellmaker, look at his highlights. You want to talk about Tom Aspinall under 3 minutes? You can watch all his highlights in like a minute and a half, maybe. Like that dude goes to work, bro. So that's what we're going with that one. All right, and then just one more thing I kind of want to go over before we head on out of here. I know we've been at it for a little bit, but I know you didn't want to talk about it.
I just seen it on the nose.
I know. You didn't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
UFC and this whole fight rigging scandal and the whole situation going on with this one. Listen, we don't going to go too deep into it because, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But pretty much to just kind of go over it because I know we got to go over a lot of topics and I want to talk about this one in particular real quick. A fight recently happened. Isaac Bulgarian, I believe is his name. He pretty much is now being accused of throwing a fight. Pretty much before the fight, he was a heavy favorite to win the fight. Leading into the fight, maybe an hour and a half or so before, the odds just completely changed, and it became more of a pick'em. And that's always nerve-wracking. I guess Dana White reached out to him, was like, yo, are you good? Is the camp good? What's going on? He's like, I'm good. I'm going in there to kill this guy. I'm solid. Then Dana was like, let me talk to your coach. The coach is like, no, he's good. He's locked in. I promise you. I spoke to him. He's fine. And this is a guy who has performed pretty well in the past. He seems like a up-and-coming, we are putting money on this prospect to do well in the future. He basically goes in on that Saturday. It is hard to defend it, but it looks like he pretty much just laid down to let the guy choke him out. Didn't defend it. According to the commentary that was yelling at him during, you learn this in Jiu-Jitsu 101, like class number 1 or 2, after you learn how to tie your belt around your gi, on how to defend like a rear naked choke, how to arm fight the whole thing, or hand fight.
Yeah.
And he apparently just did none of that. So now he's being put into question on whether or not he threw the fight. Dana White's getting the FBI involved. And now this opened the book on a whole bunch of different fights that people are accusing people of throwing. Some referees, some coaches, some insider gambling, some insider betting, things on injuries, and it's going to open up a whole book of nonsense.
That's what I didn't want.
Yeah.
I understand this goes on, right?
Yeah.
But I like these like betting allegations and all this stuff to be under the radar.
Yeah.
I punish them for what they're doing, but I don't want it to be so big that it kind of ruins the sport where you feel like every fight's rigged.
I get that.
Like this time, I remember there was a referee in the NBA that came out. He got in trouble. Came out, started. I forgot what exactly happened. But after that, I remember just back in my mind, I'd always feel like every referee was rigging games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
any questionable stoppage we get now.
It's like, this is the script. The freaking look, the Celtics are gonna win because like I remember when the Celtics won the championship, the whole time I'm watching them get every call, and I couldn't help but think like, this is like rigged.
Yeah.
Like as much as I wanted them to win, it's like this feels like it's planned.
It's tricky with some situations because I'll tell you right now, there's definitely been moments where like either I'm watching them dolo or you've even been there, or we've had a whole group where we've all been like, yo, listen, like that looks a little weird. Or I've seen
suspicious, like
you and Justin clips where I'm like, yo, did you guys just watch the same fight that I just saw? Like that was a weird ending, no? Like that guy looked like did he give up, or did they kind of call that a little early? Like, I don't know.
There was one I remember, I think there was like a knockout that like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of exactly how it happened, but it was just like, wait, people don't get knocked out like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I know the one you're talking about.
He got knocked out and his
he
eyes
like threw himself back. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, man, I forgot his name, but I remember he got hit and he like threw himself back, and we were both just like, that's usually not how the body falls.
Yeah.
That's usually not how that goes. Your lights like get shut off and you just kind of like lean back like that. But I definitely think this is going to be a weird moment. I think that I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be something that we hear about right now, and it kind of goes away. Yeah. I don't think that this is going to be something so huge, especially with like, dude, like you can't watch a UFC fight, or you can't watch, I think, any other sport at this moment without it being DraftKings and FanDuel and all kinds of just
like it's going to be part of sports forever. Like
it is.
We can't just like betting is always going to be part of sports.
I think it's tricky when it comes to like combat sport though, like whether it be this or like boxing, where it's a situation where it's
mafia,
like I guess
throw the fight. Or we'll kill you.
Yeah, I know, right? Because you can put yourself in like at least a situation where like, let's say this one where he was like not necessarily fighting the choke, but like you can put yourself in a situation where it's like, all right, I'll let this guy get the submission, but I feel like it's kind of hard to fake you getting knocked out or like a TKO. I feel like you gotta either let yourself get hit or like it's you got to be a no one fighter, because if you're anybody of name and you've done well, that's the thing that got this guy caught up on the radar, where everyone was like, nah, bro, you don't fight like that. Like that's a drastic
That's where I'm worried is like if they come out to like, actually we came across after investigation a superstar fighter. They name someone with a big name that's like, damn, that's when things get really like
Chama, no.
Yeah, right.
That's why I think we're gonna see some
that
situations.
Injury.
Well,
imagine.
There's definitely been a couple of questionable things, and I think at this point, enough people that have been in the game long enough know how to play the game that they don't necessarily get caught. But I'll tell you right now, after those allegations became public and everybody was talking about them on like Sunday after the fight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was nothing but people posting clips of fights where they were like, look at this,
look at this one.
What about this one?
Remember the other week when all your picks were off?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, maybe it wasn't.
That's what
maybe it wasn't you, because.
That's what I'm gonna chop it up to. The same way, and you know what? I think actually no. By the time this episode comes out, that 806 episode won't come out. The same way that Josh claims that noise was AI is the same way I'm gonna claim that the fights that I lose in my picks are rigged. Okay?
That was Instagram.
It's just Instagram. Yeah, everyone check out that episode of 806 when it comes out, because that's gold. Oh man, but yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a little moment, it's a little hiccup. Everybody, I think because the same thing with what's his name, Otani. I feel like that was a big article, and then immediately that went quiet.
I still think he did it. I think, you know.
I don't know.
That one was definitely like, oh, you got to protect this one.
But at least as of right now, like, is he still like being scrutinized as heavy as he was when that first came out? No. They don't. I don't think anybody really cared. I think at first it was like,
yeah.
Hey. And then after that, they're like, I don't know, we don't really care. But when it's something like this, where it's like a whatever fighter, I think that this one's going to be a situation where we're going to see this guy get cut, probably. Especially if they find out it's true. That's just.
I think he already got dropped.
Yeah, I can see that actually. Yeah, I think wasn't that a big thing? Yeah.
Like, I think he got dropped immediately. FBI involved. Data came out like, I'm getting the feds involved for every time. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you got it because you got to protect yourself. Because you got to remember, like, that then affects them, because if enough situations happen where they feel like the UFC is allowing this, or they're the ones that are pushing for this to happen, then they get gambling licenses and things like that taken away. So then you can't bet on that sport no more, or you can't bet on that organization anymore.
This happened in Daredevil. Remember the dad? I don't remember Daredevil's dad had to throw a fight for the mafia. Decided not to throw the fight. They killed him.
Damn. So maybe we give this guy a little slack. Maybe he's being threatened.
Yeah. You never know.
Now I might take this whole thing back. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you never know what's going on with this.
Honestly, I'm gonna talk to the lawyers. We'll get
like, think about it, like if it's a Brazilian or something, someone from the Brazilian freaking gang or some sort. Like, yo, bro, we need bread.
You fighting nerds.
You fighting nerds need to all lose. Because we're betting against all of y'all.
That's crazy. Betting against your own people is wild.
Yeah. But you're going to feed the whole village.
You're going to feed the whole village.
With these parlays that we made.
Bro, that's such a weird situation to be put in, because everything that I've been seeing recently is either going to be like, I don't think it's necessarily threats, but it's definitely been like allegations of like, yo, are you in gambling debt? Or are you in debt in general? Like, do you need to get out of a hole? I don't know if anybody's necessarily being threatened, but I'll tell you this. You guys were talking about it on the 806 episode. By the way, I keep saying it. Check out 806. Yeah. You guys were talking about the whole, what's his name, Chauncey Billups getting caught up and the mob being back. You never know. Never know. Like they really could have went into the shadows and still kind of controlling things on the low. You really don't know. They could have been smarter now, and they're not as open and flashy. So you could still have situations where, like I said, like, not huge names. Like, I don't think a Conor McGregor or a John Jones, for example, is getting pulled up on. But somebody who's an early prelim fighter that is unranked, they're like, yo, I'll throw you 30 G's right now if you drop dead on the second round, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's like, bet, I'll keep an eye on the clock. Like,
crazy. That
feeds the family. Like, you gotta put yourself in those situations. Like, are you willing to take that on your record for the money up front right now? I don't know.
That's a crazy decision to make.
It is, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Uneducated MMA. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, follow. Shout out to us for being here all the time, because we're the best. Shout out to 806 The Show.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Vibe Entertainment. Shout out to Nerd Gods. I'm trying to think. Shout out to the Jamaican spot I had for lunch today, Jamaican Flavor and Lynn. That place was bomb.
What you have?
I had oxtail with the coconut rice with the beans.
Oh, I should have even asked.
Real quick before we go, because this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never really had Jamaican food like that. I was just put on and I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. I had to compare it to Dominican oxtail. I still think that Dominican oxtail is better than Jamaican oxtail. But this is my question: is cabbage a vegetable?
Yes.
Would you consider it veggies? Like, if I asked you, would you like some veggies? What are you thinking?
That sounds plural to me, so I'm going to say no.
I was asked at the spot, she was like, would you like some veggies? And I said, yes. And she put cabbage on the plate. I'm not upset because I love cabbage, so I was hyped. But at the same time, I'm like, it's not what I thought. I don't know what I thought, because it's not like...
When I hear veggies, I'm thinking a mix of vegetables.
Nah, it's not like a típico. Shout out Tony Típico. It's not like a situation like that where it's like they had all the food laid out for you. You just kind of order your plate, and then they go and they get it at the back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Shout out to 806 The Show. Shout out to Vibe Entertainment. Shout out to Nerd Gods.
Shout out. Justin, hopefully he saved the day.
Yo, I think he did. I think he did.
So far, the earth hasn't exploded.
I wonder what deal he made. Again, hopefully Galactus is a sponsor of the pod.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be.
I don't think so.
I'm not gotten the text back.
I heard he got
We might be in trouble.
shipped away millions of years, so we're good for now.
If we don't have an episode in the next couple of weeks, the planet is gone.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. The planet is gone.
If you see us again, you know
the planet is safe.
Everything's okay.
Justin did his job.
Yeah.
Shout out Justin. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Uneducated MMA. I'm your host of the most fighter bread. This has been the BMF champion of the world, REG, and we out. Peace.
Yeah.